Hello, hello, and welcome back to Reverse 1999. So, today is Igor's day, where we're doing his character story. Well, let's just wait for this animation to go. A funny thing about this is like, yeah, today I woke up and it was like, I haven't seen the Reverse YouTube channel in a while. So I went to check it out. Today I have not one, not two, but three Igor first traps edits. It is crazy. I think I've seen more horny art of Igor than I've did of every female character, which is kind of crazy. It really is kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when people are starved for old man content. Huh. Anyways, I guess you could try. I didn't get Marsha, unfortunately, so I guess we can try getting him. Why not?
Well,
I didn't even get a 6-star. You can, if you check out over here, yeah. I must be getting very close to pity at this point. Nope. Hey, rabies. I think I have enough for one more. Nope. Alright. Either way, we still have the... How long is this gonna go for? 19 days. So I will, when the month rolls over, we still have 10 polls, so guess I'll take a look at that then, huh? Anyways, how about we get started on Into the Maelstrom. Soldiers, soldiers, the commander's orders. Face the golden step. Don't look back at the flowers behind us. As usual, we go for the thing. It's really funny. I do think he has
You've come with questions. I can tell from your face. Have a seat. Let's talk about...
what was the thing he had? Let me see. I think it's... Yeah, no, hold on. I want to see the... I think he has a bonus with if Moldir and Lopera are in this team. Yeah, I can see it here.
You've come with questions. I can tell from your face.
He has bullet. He's the bullet type, huh? Yeah, I don't know, but I think he has a bonus with Lopera and Moldir, which is kind of funny.
show me what you got.
Anyways, let's go for buffs first.
Support.
Ready?
Channel encounter.
Ready.
Тени из прошлого.
Fresh from the crucible.
Always prepared.
That's nothing.
Enough! Time to clean up the battlefield. Is that all you've got?
Alright.
Get ready. This is going to be a crowd pleaser.
Ready, great.
Just like the drills.
This part should do. Wait for the pop.
Атакуйте фланг.
Stand your ground!
We're not afraid of you.
Всем подразделениям. Вперед!
Damn.
Is that all you... Volleying suppressed fire.
Oh, be careful.
Mike 1 under attack.
A new scar.
Alright.
Players ready.
Actually, we go for this.
Ready? Aim.
Just like the drills.
I've got some trouble brew.
Players ready.
Ready? Aim. Give this a taste.
Always prepared.
Fire.
Copy that.
I never miss. Most of the time, anyway. That's nothing.
Enough. Time to clean up the battlefield. Mike 1 under attack.
You are not welcome here.
Полное support.
You want me?
Preparing fire.
Get ready.
Ready to raid.
You're right.
Никогда не забывай.
We'll find our home one day.
Enough. Time to clean up the battlefield.
Wait for the pop.
Огонь на прикрытие.
Oh, be careful.
Всем подразделениям. Вперед!
You are
There we
not
go.
welcome here.
Ooh, we can do it again. Nice. Alright, this should be it, I think.
Preparing fire. The players ready.
I've got some trouble brewing.
Just like the drills.
Полное support.
Enough. Time to clean up the battlefield.
Almost.
You are not welcome here.
Engage in the enemy.
Oh, be careful. Stay put. This will hurt longer if I miss.
Volleying suppressed fire.
Тени из прошлого.
You are not
Now
welcome
Igor's,
here.
Всем
Igor's for his thing.
подразделениям.
Yep.
Вперед!
And that should be the end. Oh yeah, that's definitely the end. Holy hell.
Mission complete. No.
Alright. Let's get in. It's the usual 8 stages. And... yep, seems pretty much just standard stuff. So let's get started with Furrowed by Hooves. Or Furrowed by Hooves. Oh, who's this?
Не оглядывайся.
Is this young Igor? I wonder?
Беги вперед. Не смотри назад.
Soldiers, your hold on position here. If you see any of your own turn, oh my god. Take this rifle and shoot. Don't think, just shoot like hunting a hare. If you see any of your own turn to run, okay, yeah. Shoot deserters is what they're saying.
Так точно, сэр.
Oh, we're gonna see Igor's backstory here. I believe in our man. Not a single soldier will step back.
Ни один солдат не отступит.
His hands were always steady, but it didn't matter and his sights were on a hare, a wild goose, or an enemy, or his own comrades. But the snow comes down in thick blankets, the icy flakes melt down over his hands, he stifles a shiver. Don't worry, Igor, they won't turn back. No one turned back. The soldiers ease his fingers off the trigger, wary of his skin sticking to the frozen metal. Igor's finger twitches back at the cold metal as a figure enters his scope. That looks like Igor from a distance. Forested step. He had already seen that soldier. That soldier had cloaked himself and his horse in the forest shadow, yet the moonlight reveals a glint of a badge on his cap. Igor gives his own mount a firm pat. The red warhorse tips towards the water's edge.
At ease, soldier.
This river has got enough for 2 horses. Yes, sir. The soldier leads his horse to the river, halts before Igor, and salutes. Reporting. 1st Battalion Cavalry Regiment. Gregory Adrievich. Cavalry Regiment Scout, I know. A flush creeps up the soldier's face, making his crooked, high-bridged nose seem to curve like a saber. I didn't expect you to know my name.
I remember.
Your father was a Cossack from the dawn. It's a beautiful white horse, groomed to perfection. The saddle shows no wear. Silver trinkets glistening at the corners. His colorful saddlebags seem more fit for a celebration than the long road ahead. And the long road it will be. After the brief rest following the Battle of the Belgrade, Igor's army must soon break camp. But on the eve of departure, a soldier is leading his horse out. It goes against protocol.
But...
Sir, I know I shouldn't leave camp alone, but... I only came to wear my horse, soldier. He gets the soldier off.
Посмотри на эту реку, на эту степь.
Winter is closing in, and the air is thick with the decay of leaves and oak bark. Feathergrass stands tall in the steps beyond the woody copse, glimmering with a soft silver light that suddenly bows low, tracing the wind's path. You may have forgotten, but your father wouldn't. This was my home once. I intend to see it for myself again before we leave. Steady and patient, the river flows like a deep green jade towards the distant Azov Sea. A young Cossack like you probably won't remember fishing here. I remember, sir. The soldier speaks up. His tone is wishful, almost childlike, as if he's speaking to a brother, not his commanding officer. My father would take me fishing when I was small, always on nights with a full moon. I was too young to row, but father didn't row much either. We just let the current take the boat wherever it willed. Father would toss a handful of rye into the water and cast his line out. Then we'd sit under the moonlight for the rod to dip. The fish back then seemed to be as strong as bulls. We'd have to tire them out before bringing them in. I remember one catch, good-sized catfish, with its puffing lips gasping as we pulled it out. He tossed it into my basket to carry home and said we'd be marching to the front tomorrow. A ripple spreads on the water. Hearing their voices, the fish hide in their shining scales.
Сегодня мы ловим рыбу на Дону, завтра мы идем на войну. Так живут казаки, дитя.
Igor's eyes don't linger on the water. Instead, he strides up to the white warhorse. The horse lets out a spirited whiny, making a playful trot towards Igor's own horse, then turns back. Your father taught you more than fishing, I see. This is a fine steed. I groom him daily and feed him oats and soy meal that I grind myself. He hates rye.
A true steed.
A true warhorse. Breed for the charge, not for hauling guns. Igor takes the bridle. The white horse shakes his head and nudges his arm.
Hey, goodbye.
Igor meets the horse's black, glassy eyes. He hasn't seen war yet. Do you think he can handle the battlefield? Sir, how can you tell he hasn't fought? There's a look in his eyes. Horses and men are alike in that way.
He reminds me of the stories of Perun.
Perun? Igor whistles. The tall red horse tosses its mane and it comes to him. Perun, the thunder god. A comrade named him that because he runs like thunder, but even Perun once feared the sound of gunfire. Did he? Not much so anymore, eh, boy? Gregory gazes up at the tall warhorse with a clear admiration. I've seen him often in the stables. You always keep him close. He pats Perum's neck. The horse doesn't shy away. How old is he? Nearing 20. Almost time to retire. He's splendid. Where did he first see war?
That was 15 years ago.
15 years ago. Before Igor became Admiral Igor. Before the storm. Okay, so I guess we are gonna see Igor's backstory here. The horses have finished drinking. The Big Dipper hangs just above the horizon. Igor mounts. He looks over the ready white horse and the soldiers holding his reins.
Нам по пути.
Gregory pulls his cap lower. The brim shadows his eyes.
Yes.
Perhaps we are, sir. Okay. Righteous Sacrifices. Oh man, what a hell of a title that one is. Alright, Righteous Sacrifices. Command Post Al-Muntar. 1995. Al-Muntar, Xenos 9th Division. Officers sit in a ring in the yard of the temporary command post. So right, this is before the storm. This is like the storm took place, the fight for 99 took place in the Middle East, roughly. So these guys are before the storm. There are no chairs, they sit in the straw, on straw or hard earth. Past concern for comfort. Their coats are stiff with dried blood and dirt. Didn't see what I saw. The gunner I pulled out of the car, his eyes were leaking oil. Who knows what they're fighting? Air defense is dead, can't get a scout plane up. Seems almost like how things were in the Great Patriotic War. And how did we fight them? German tanks, 800mm guns, and bears the size of 3 men. Man, better than dealing with these monsters.
What's
So
the
this is the first
situation?
time. Oh God, you look so different. Incredible that they made a unique model for him. Huh. Yeah, he looks remarkably different. Right. We fell back in good order. We minimized casualties to below expectations, less than 30%. Also, I was saying, they're guessing this is the first time they encounter the Manus Vindictae, since they don't know what leaking oil means. But the armored corpse, is gone. Give me a second. Yeah, but sorry, we had a bit of a cough there. The armored corpse are gone. Tanks all stopped dead out there. Only half the crews made it back. They've outclassed our armor entirely, but what's pinning us down isn't their tech, it's their arcane skills. I know. I have whatever left of the armored corpse, place them in the infantry companies. Give them whatever rifles and ammunition we can spare. Tonight, the guards will bring all our dead. We will need more space for the graves. Arsley nods. Silence settles over the yard, layers upon layers like dust. The sound of spraying water comes from the stables. A stream of mud, blood, and oil flows down from the bright chestnut coat of a horse. Andrea, how can you still be in the mood to fuss over a horse at a time like this? Old Crooked Nose babying his precious bedroom again. What's new? What good's a beast of flesh and bone against tungsten and steel? Yeah, especially in 1995, like at that point, horses were never used. Andrea circles around Perum, checking him diligently for wounds, willing to face his jeering comrades. You didn't have a Cossack with you without his horse. You forget there are places the tank is not fit to go. Mountains, forests, swamps, city streets. Where tanks will go, I take a tank. But where they cannot, Perum will go. They drinking again, Andrea. Andrea ignores him and places his hand on the fence, his burly frame clearing it smoothly. Mid-descent, he thrusts his riding whip towards the sky. Our plan is simple. We ride forward and get down everyone in our path with our shashkas. All we need to do is ride faster than their bullets. The gathered officers laugh. It's almost enough to break the tension in the air. Igor laughs too. Igor, sir, not you too. It was your plan.
It was my tactic.
It was my plan, but your horse was too slow. The bullets caught you. That's how that nose of yours got to be bent out of shape, wasn't it? The crooked-nosed man raised his whip, making it a herding call. Shoo, shoo! I was born with the proud feature. It was my grandfather and his before him. It wasn't the bullet that caused that damage, anyways. In the fight, this one pulled a shovel out of nowhere, held it overhead, and the bullet just bounced off. The laughter grows louder, becoming like a steady ripple, and at last piercing through the air. Igor, the adjutant, comes close, his voice low beneath the laughter. Sir, the Pax House. That's another faction of the Foundation, right? The Pax House communicator is different from Zeno's red phone. It's white, clean, with like a pebble from the dawn. Normally it's just as quiet. Our radar remains non-functional. Air defense and armor systems are paralyzed, cause unknown. Initial assessment points to arcanist activity, not a single arcane soldier power, but an elaborate ritual. We need heavier fire support. We will also need a dedicated arcanist detachment. The request meets with a long static hum. Vice Admiral Igor, okay, so he's the Vice Admiral this time, stands straight, holding stiffly by the communicator, waiting for the perfect attachment. The voice comes through, cold and even. The Pax House acknowledges your loyalty for not withdrawing without orders under these conditions.
My army will keep marching until the order comes.
We salute your efforts. Reinforcements are on the way. I need an ETA. No available. We can confirm we are already en route. Until they arrive, you must hold Al-Muntar. Whatever it takes. The flat voice rises to stress these last words, pressing the unspoken gravity of the situation. Have you further questions?
Only one question. What is in this city?
Our orders are to hold Al-Muntar at all costs, and the enemy, despite achieving total air superiority, has refused to commit their bombers to the assault. Something here matters to both sides. What is it? Any specifics are need-to-know basis. You don't have clearance. Sorry. You have your orders. Good luck, Vice Admiral. Al-Muntar looks no different from other cities he has known. Igor studies the map rolled out on the table. His finger points towards the city center.
High ground.
His fingers move past the old fort and the bank, stretching into the city for a form in the dry air.
Forest.
The city clings to the mountains, ringed by the dry juniper forest, and below them, the rain-drenched Hades.
Plains.
Just beyond lies the wide scrublands where his army first met their mysterious enemy. He marks down the results. 30% casualties, armored corps effectively destroyed. Like being dragged back to 50 years back in the Great Patriotic War. Igor was not born then, but the war still left a mark on him. His father, Vasily, was a cavalry officer in that war. Oh, I got Igor's dad here, huh? Tanks are tougher than horses, but tanks cannot go anywhere. Horses can. Forests, swamps, streets, ruins. In such places, their armor and firepower means little. Once the enemy is forced into in front of their iron shell. Out of their iron shell. It is soldier against soldier. Our men are not better at street fighting, but we fear death less.
My army fears no enemy.
Forget hundreds of meters. In a city, we fight for 3 or 5 at a time. You might fight for control of a single room. We fought from the living room to the kitchen. The next day, back to the other way. Lost 3 men into the kitchen, and we held it less in a day. But it wasn't a bad trade. Those bastards lost 7 over their living room, and we took out their tank with a few Molotovs. Soldiers live while traded. Soldiers' lives were traded for hours, and we were 300 strong when we arrived. We fought a day and a half. My commander called it the best deal that war could offer. Igor measures the street with his head, counting the hours he can buy, the lives he can spend to hold out until reinforcements arrive. Perhaps reinforcements will arrive tomorrow.
Or perhaps death intends to visit us earlier.
He shakes his head, not at the conclusion, but at his own recitation. A bullet once fired does not hesitate. There has only been one order. There's only ever been one order. Igor returns to the yard, where Andrea has Perum saddled and ready. His new leather saddle is riddled with silver trinkets fastened to the corners, a beautiful thing that it seems out of place in the war zone. Andrea isn't alone. Each of his officers leads out their own war horse. Although long absent from the charge, the horses are well maintained, their coats sleek and their legs strong. The excited whines of the horses fill the yard, but the riders atop them are silent as they took in Igor with matching grim faces. A wordless acknowledgement passes from front officer to commander back and again. Their orders have not changed.
Hold this place until reinforcement comes. Whatever it takes.
Yes, sir. Okay. There are mini games in here. To achieve victory this simulation, we need to destroy the enemy command center. Command resources and resource cap are shown here. Resources generate over time. Drag a card in the field to deploy the unit using resources. Okay. Okay, strategize. You can expand your command center. Okay, resources. Teleport the unit to deploy it. Okay. It's okay. Let's get some soldiers in here. Let's strategize. Or we need more soldiers. Go for more of this, more of this. Need more reinforcements there. Alright, let's teleport this guy over here. Let's go for a few more supports here. Let's teleport. Let's teleport this guy over here. Alright, I think that should be enough. Alright, it's a tower defense game. The mini game for this part is, huh? Okay. Fill the first cup. So we're getting more intel on what actually happened in 99, it seems. I'm guessing this is still the present. Igor takes the reins, his eyes narrowing as he stares up towards the North Star, through reddened and weary eyes. Since arriving on the steppe, since leaving Sao Paulo, he's not slept a full night. The black-violet night surrounds him. He leads no army now and follows no orders. He simply rides towards the North Star. My little horse and I, we ride through the golden fields beneath the sky. How sorrowful my heart sighs. The song drifts along the river, giving the night the sudden peace in life. Hear the wind whispering on and on. A low murmur and hum fills the quiet soldier, hardened by the singing across the water. It grows clearer. I hear the river singing me a song, as if it trying to say, his face may be overcast, but his singing is as bright and clear as the moon. The river is crying, trying to say, the boy will never come back to home from far away. Who taught you that song?
Here's the case.
My grandfather taught me, my father, sir, and my father taught me.
But
Though he only managed to teach me this one song. You're many talents, Grigori.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. I never would have expected that you sing as well. A soldier, surprised and explained, his face softens, as if as his own voice did. There's no Cossack who cannot sing. In the old days, after the hard-won victory, he would sing that very song. Who knows how old it truly is? Black sea waves rise high, the warships light up in the night. Douse the lamps, sink the boats, Cossack honor will never die. The rhythmic tune taps a rhythm against the air. The song reminds me of my Prisyadka dance. Do you know the steps? Put a gun in your head, put a gun to my head, sir, and I wouldn't know my left foot from my right, at least when it comes to dancing. Then it's not just your father's nose that scares off the ladies, is it? Igor laughs, catching the poor soldier off guard. But soon after, the laughter is returned, only ended by the sudden chill of the night air. Cold as the night before the battle. true Cossack doesn't hold back his thoughts. Listen to his song, and you know his heart. The next day fight looks grim. We drink ourselves into a stupor and sing that song. The Admiral breathes the crisp air deep in his chest. Cold wind blows beyond the hill, so sharp is silence the birds trills. Trees shiver in the winter's chill. Through the winter night snow falls low, where lies a thick shroud made of snow, the Cossack's bones lie deep below. And we're back in the flashback. Yeah. Made of snow, a Cossack's bone lie deep below. With less breath, the Cossack pleads, build him a high grave mound so he can be laid. Like the soil of the homeland he used to know, where bright red hydrangeas shall grow. Try to make a wager, Arseny. There's no roulette wheel here to bet on, except the cylinder of your handgun. Bah, I gave up on revolvers ages ago. I won't be picking up a number between 1 and 6. Here, before a fight, I always flip a coin. Arseny takes a coin, its back showing a woman bearing a sword with arms wide, and its front showing its value. 1 ruble commemorative coin, proudly stamped with an image of the Great Patriotic War's most famous moments. The old flags are gone, yet here we are, fighting over new ones. Arseny holds the coin up to a dark sky and blows on it. Let a ruble decide your fate? Go home, old man, you're better off farming than fighting. I have long wished to trade this gun for a scythe. Arseny smiles, tosses a coin high, catches it and covers it with the back of his hand. Let me see. Heads? You lucky dog. The coin says you keep your head tomorrow. And you? Heads or tails? I always got heads before. It shoots some nose of mine and wards off bad luck. Unlike poor Igor, always tails.
Death follows me,
The way fleas follow you.
but at a distance.
They rarely drink before battle. Now, tonight is an exception. They know what they face tomorrow. The Vice Admiral's cup is filled and emptied again and again. He drinks with every man more than once. But his mind stays clear, his sight is keen as an eagle's. Every man here has a stiff neck and a thick skull. Thankfully, death's sigh is dull. It'll break before it cuts through even one of you. Igor's gaze, hot from the fire, passes over each officer.
Victory will
On the
be
ground.
ours.
Obey your orders. I give you my word, victory will be ours. As always. Comrades, to victory! Let's bear those monsters back to hell, beat those monsters. See the bank in the middle of the street? Tomorrow I'll hold that door myself. Not a soul will get through, safe enough to take a hot bath. Each officer stakes a claim over the sector, boasting over who might spill the most enemy's blood. And high ground? Arseny points towards the raised overlook at the center of the town, like an exposed spine of a slumbering beast. A commanding view over the city with an obvious prize, and likely to be the measure of victory or defeat. But tomorrow's end, that hilltop would climb higher still, raised on the corpses of the fallen. We'll need an entire regiment up there if we have any hope of holding it. Talk and laughter stop. The fire seems too quiet too.
No need for a regiment. It will only take 1 man.
Arseny pauses. The drink flushes from his red face to his eyes. He pats Igor on the shoulder. I should have known it would be you. He raises his cup high. To Igor! To Igor! I'm guessing we're gonna take the thing in the minigame? No, it still keeps going. His saber catches the firelight, making the edge resemble a burning crescent moon. Igor wipes his sashka from the eagle-headed brass hilt to the elegant fierce sweep of the blade. Golden liquor splashes on the steel. Hey, to Igor! Igor takes the cup from Andrea's hand. The singing is done and the cups are empty. Around them, men begin to snore. You hold your drink better than you used to. Old Andrea gets drunk only when he wants. But I say better to ride with into battle fuzzy than clear. Better to forget the danger than to forget that I am only flesh and blood, not a blade. Yet tomorrow, I wish to have a clear mind. The clearer the better. Why? You should know why. We never get drunk before a fight. The commander needs to think and see clearly. Yeah, see how the men mount up, how they form their line, and how they cut the enemy down with like beats. See how they march and ride towards their deaths.
This is war.
Andrea matches Igor's eyes for a second, locked in a certain shared knowledge. But it's no ordinary or a war. Our enemies are different. We have more to worry about than tanks and machine guns. Arcane weapons we could never have imagined. You saw them in action. It was worse than a bomb. Men turned to vapor, not even a body left to bury. From the day we chose this path, we knew what the stakes. Men die in war. In the end, we must accept our own deaths too. And what are we dying for? What if all of this is for nothing? Look at the city. A soldier may live only a day here, an officer free. Why do we ask these boys to die for it? We're only here for one reason. Because we believe in you, Igor. Even among the officers, we cannot help but believe. The things you can take the very sight from death's hands. They think, that you will pluck victory from the maw of hell itself.
I will. And I will win every time.
Because I will. Wherever the enemy be the devil or death itself, I will. I will be the last defense for every one of you. I have no doubts, Commander. I have never doubted you, not since the first day we bled together. But in all of this fighting, all of this blood, we're only the blade, not the hand that wields it. That hand hides behind the communicator. They count the losses of war, a number on a graph, not the faces of dying boys. There are more than names waiting to be carved into the Hall of Merit. What do we fight for? Whose orders we even follow? We swear an oath, obedient, loyal, unwavering. Andrea faces Igor eye to eye. The laughter is gone from his face. Every wrinkle of age holds taut like a stretching rubber band. Every line is tight, ready to break. I won't be the only one asking these questions tonight. No man rides into the jaws of death without a reason. No man. The old soldier says the word softly, like a silver thread the wind might blow away. But Igor hears it loud as thunder. He looks down, his eyes fixed on his cup.
Ты слишком много выпил.
When morning comes, he will forget these words, so will I. Andrew looks at him for a moment. Then the strength leaves him. His shoulders sink like an earthworm down by shells. I am drunk. Andrea picks up his empty cup and steps back into the dark beyond the fire. Andrea. We have a barrier troops in the rear. They'll shoot anyone who runs. You know this. If you run, a bullet goes right between your eyes. I won't bend protocol for you. Andrea nods, smiling as he points his fingers to his temple like a gun. Bang. Jesus Christ, that is depressing. Alright, we have artillery this time. I'm just gonna get myself some these guys. Then a bit of fortification here. A bit more of these guys. Alright, let's go for this. Get one of these. Let's teleport one of these guys over here. Why not? Alright, let's get more of these guys. Upgrade our stuff here. Let's strategize. Strategize again. And go for this. This guy. Let's teleport our horses. Should be good enough. There we go. Harder than armor, huh? Okay. The steppe farmhouse. Bang! The bullet came close to my skull. I felt a glide over my nose, then skip away, as if my nose were made of solid iron.
Because...
Couldn't really be iron, could it? Too crooked like mine. Wait till you have a taste of real battle, lad. You'll see. Doesn't matter how straight you shoot. If God has written your name on a bullet, it will find you. Life and death are in his hands. Do horses eat grass at the yard? Through the Cossack's hospitality, the farmer has offered all he can to his guests. Have some water, sir.
Спасибо.
Thank you. You served them, old man. You know us Cossacks. We mount our horses to fight and dismount to cut our wheat. What a beautiful horse. But you must be an officer to own a horse so fine. I only have just the one now. A burly grey thing. Lame now. I broke his leg myself, so he wouldn't be taken by the Tsar and sent to die in the front. Ooh, man. It's kinda sad. He was a fine horse, too. At least he still has your yard.
Thank you.
For the kindness of your father, sir. Don't thank me. Give thanks to our Lord. It was his mercy that spared you and brought you past my house tonight. Take this icon, young man. Sew it inside your collar. The farmer lays a calloused, dry hand on Grigor's head. The soldier bows it slightly. Let this golden shield guard you. Your faith shall be your warmer, your flesh like iron. Even bullets will not dare to scratch you. I'd rather have never find me in the first place. Do you believe in God? On the white horse, a length behind, the soldier's tying the icon next to the cross at his chest. He pauses for a moment, then smiles bashfully. I don't know, sir. My grandmother gave me the cross. She sewed these icons inside my collar for my father and me. Perhaps they hold some power. Is there one sewn in your uniform? There is. My grandmother was a faithful woman. There were icons on my pockets, in my shirts, my father's and mine. She believed that those stitches brought my father home from Stalingrad. Okay, so if Dad was a World War II veteran. Alright, gives us somewhat an idea how old this guy is. Igor is. In what I survived every time my rifle pinged dry. And we're back in the flashback. Oh man, that effect. In Almontar. Single man stands across the high ground of Almontar. There's ammunition gone. Igor holds his Sashka. The thin blade is rolled into it and chipped all across the damaged edge. Piles of bodies lie beneath his boots, so many they blanket the earth. Reinforcements are here. Launch a counterattack now. The Vice Admiral doesn't answer. He looks up the sky. A dark shadow wheels above, not a plane, but a vulture. It's waiting for the king of the hill to fall. I see no reinforcements, only dead men, mine and theirs. The 9th Division is to launch a counterattack at once. We will honor your forces and every soldier that falls. When this battle is done, you'll be raised to the rank of Admiral. But these are your orders.
Only one question. What is in this city?
It isn't a mission relevant for you to know. Believe that every drop of blood shed by your men will water a new world of peace and order. That is the most fucking suspicious thing you could ever say, my guy. Every sacrifice is necessary, but we can't say anything more.
What is in this city?
The sound from the other end feels like a sigh. Operation specifics are above your clearance level, sir. We will do as ordered. We will fight until we die till the end. But I will know what we are fighting for. Igor walks down from the high ground into the street. Oh, he's going in himself to see what's up. Blood trickles down the road like a lush spring. Spent casings rustle under his feet with each step, like a fallen leaf in the birch woods near his home. His father used to spar with him there, teaching him how to use the shashka. In close quarters, a blade is swifter than a rifle. Hold it, feel its balance, make no unnecessary movements. The blade will tell you when the moment is. Now. Igor holds his shashka with a backhand grip, cutting a sharp, clear arc across the enemy soldier. The masked soldier falls like a wet sack, black slime seeping from the gash in his abdomen. Igor appears behind another enemy, as if from nowhere, driving a shashka through their back. So yeah, Igor's arcane skill is teleportation, which is crazy overpowered for an army. In his arcane skill, he can traverse the underworld, delivering death from unexpected angles. On the battlefield, you need to watch for more than just men. Listen for the whims of whir of shells. Long sound means it's still far off. A low urgent puff means it's right above you. Igor hears it.
Let it go!
The shell strikes the bank dead on. The commander of his 1st regiment, a man who enjoys nothing more than a hot bath, stands with his mouth hanging open, with a look of puzzled bewilderment, till a cloud of dust and rubble blurs his face. An army wins only if it acts as one body. Every cell must work together without question or hesitation. That is how the whole survives. At Stalingrad, I traded 300 men for 300 meters of ground. Here it seems they've fallen to even thicker and for less. Igor knows every face, the living and the lost. Nikolai from the 1st Battalion lies on his face. His cap is gone along with the top of his skull, and inside of which is filled with strange, squirming black slime. Young Karinov, dissolved by some kind of arcane skill, his blue eyes melted like runny eggs. Oh my god, what description! Streaking over his nose. His finger clutched the barrel of his rifle, which has somehow been forced through his own gut. Oh my god. Pyotr, with a naked ear. Dmitri, who stopped the missile with his potato sack.
Andrei.
Then that damned crooked nose. Oh, I see. Is President Igor talking to the guy with the crooked nose, reminding him of Andrea here? Andrea is thankfully whole. 2 soldiers carry him by the head and boots, as if he's only sleeping off a hangover. A single bloody hole in his forehead. Oh, he killed himself, didn't he? He knows his shape. 7 deserters. Handle as the code demanded. 7. For a battle this bitter is a little surprise. The fear of death can break even the strongest soldier, and if they lose hope, every commander knows that. A hollow tremor passes through Igor's chest. Perum. He bolted towards our line, spooked by the sound of gunfire perhaps. No one knows what Andrea was thinking then.
I see.
He pats Arseny with the shoulder and continues towards the front. Yes, this is what happened before. It will happen again. It is protocol. It's necessary. Now, always. A river of red runs at its feet. A hail of bullets fall from above. And yet, through it all, he hears that song again, softly rising from hoarse throats. With his last breath, the Cossack pleads, building him a high grave mound where he'll be laid. Like the soil of the homeland he used to know, where bright red hydrangeas shall grow. So yeah, I think Igor is humoring the soldier there because of the. It reminds me of his old comrade, it seems, which is kind of sad. Let's put some more soldiers, a few more ranged guys. Strategize, we can get a better stuff there. Yeah, this sucks. Okay. Let's get more guns out here. Damn, they're really going at it, huh? Alright, let's put this here. Maybe it does something. Okay. think it should be good. Alright, that should be enough. There we go. Whew, close one. Alright. Hardened armor, and the next one is Prisoner of Honor. We're already halfway there. Alright. So yeah, I do think the young soldier Igor is talking in the present reminds him of his old comrade from the 90s. Huh. Let's go. Prisoner of Honor. That old man's nose. It's nearly identical to my father's. The white horse prances towards the new steps, matching Perum's pace. The soldier's voice reaches Igor clear and sharp. He went off to serve and never came home. All we got was medals and a letter, saying he fell in battle. He was never a man for proper prayers. Those little stitches didn't do much to help him. Grandmother would always say how much I take care after him. I mean, the crooked nose, she prays every day I don't inherit his bad luck. Perum follows his head and snorts. Steady now, boy. Igor bends forward, giving the red horse his neck a pat. Your father was a good soldier. I know it, sir. That's why I signed up. When I was young, I wanted to be the soldier, but my father was. Some children are raised with fairy tales. My father will tell me stories of Stalingrad. Every street, every building, every person in that city, living or dead, they're all here. Igor points to his head. Clearer than any other memory from my childhood. I suppose it made you who you are today. The Admiral does not answer right away. He looks down, thinking for a moment. He taught me to ride, to shoot bottles from the air, to strike an enemy from the left as you pass.
He taught me everything a soldier should know.
Igor tightens his reins, leaning back a little. Perum feels it and slows down.
I don't know.
But the truth is, I couldn't say it was if he was a good soldier. A row of bottles are laid out from the ground, partially buried in falling birch leaves.
Ровно.
The young man places his fingers on the trigger, draws breath, and lets it out slowly. In the quiet moments after the exhale, the shooter's body is most stable. Now, on me, all fighters, charge! A heavy thump comes from behind, and at the same moment the bottles hit the ground and break with a sharp crack.
Василий!
The young man sets his rifle down and pulls the drunken father up. It was never easy. Vasily is a mountain of a man, and in his stupor, he's like a wild animal bucking and flailing his arms. Throw Molotovs at the tanks. We're done. Well done. He shakes Igor's hand and stands swaying with fierce, fire look on his eyes. Oh man, yeah. I'm pretty sure his father would have PTSD from Stalingrad, especially. Probably one of the... I don't know... I know a little bit of World War II, but I do think that Stalingrad was one of the bloodiest conflicts. Igor, pin the heavy guns from the roof. Valerie, take the ground floor. Explosive, the demolition team. Where are they?
Василий.
Shouldn't drink like this anymore. His father doesn't hear him. He spins around, listening to an explosion that does not come. Only the wind hustles through the birch leaves. A mist cloud Vasily dulls eyes. Igor, he fell from the roof. I couldn't get his body. And my gun, it's empty, damn it. Where is my gun? You shouldn't be handling a gun right now. You couldn't even hold it steady. Bullshit. I know. I took down 50 men with that rifle. I held the line. My gun's gone. I can't go on. Death is staring at me. It's so cold. Lord have mercy on your humble servant. His cold, stiff fingers can't even clasp together. Vodka. Where is the vodka? He falls to his knees, letting his face plow into the dirt, rotting leaves, and stammers a glass below him. But the vodka has long soaked away into the leaves and the cold earth beneath. Vasily. The young man yanks his father upright, by his collar. Are you a soldier or not? Is a cavalry commander before me? Have you lost all your nerve, father? Vasily shakes his head, forcing his swollen eye open, trying to see his figure in front of him. You don't understand. You have not seen war as I have. You know nothing, boy.
I'm going to the front tomorrow. No matter who my enemy is, I will be the first man forward.
no matter who the enemy is.
If I were to hesitate for even a moment, I'd rather be shot by my own comrades.
That become you. Damn, it's... I don't think we ever seen Igor this agitated, or raise his voice actually at all. Vasily's eyes finally open, fully open. He looks at the young man who shares the same grey eyes. Do you know the smell of burning flesh? It is strangely sweet, but breathe in for just a moment and it sticks in your nose, your throat. You cannot clear it. You carry the smell to your grave. Do you know the sound of bone breaking? It is a sharp snap, like pulling down a frozen branch, like ice crackling. You don't know, boy. You don't understand. The young man stands unmoved and unbroken by his father's reproach.
I will proceed.
Yes, I don't know, but I will. And when I do, I'll take one step back.
I will
not
win.
take one step back. I will win. Whenever my enemy be the devil or death itself. So brave, so stupid. And the young man destined for death. The drunkard still doesn't seem to even recognize his own son. He steps back, squinting at the young man who stands proud and sturdy like a oak, and the rifle in his hands. Then he grins. Let me teach you the secret to winning, then. You must fear death, boy. Not just your own, but you must fear the death of every man. Okay. This is the last minigame from what I've seen. Oh, we got elites, huh? Okay, let's bring out the elites. Oh yeah, they are definitely stronger. Let's just buff our things first before we pull out the tanks here. Bring the normal soldiers here. Strategize. Let's teleport this guy over here. Oh yeah, the tank is holding its own, damn. Okay, they have elites of their own now, it seems. Damn, this sucks, we're definitely not gonna make it. Alright, so the elite's down. I'm gonna teleport our elite here. I'm gonna put a tank here. I'm gonna teleport this tank over here. I'm gonna teleport this tank here, and that should be it. There we go. The living and the dead. Well, isn't that something? Had my sights on a hare. I asked the commander, what do I do now? He told me I was a good shot, he told me not to move, stand my ground, and if any of our rank ran back, to shoot them with my rifle. Like hunting a hare. A rough laugh escapes Igor. The soldier replies. I wanted to run away the first time, but I knew there was no turning back. If I ran, I'd end up with a bullet through my head. But if I pushed forward, I at least had a chance. So I just kept going. That fight, through that snowy mountain pass. You remember it?
I remember.
I got knocked out of a cliff the first few minutes. They left me hanging there until your flight unit saved me.
I see.
Not a proper soldier, sir. I could never be like you.
You've done well.
In the last battle, I saw you were the first to storm the enemy position. You've done well. Gregory looks like Igor, surprised. A genuine grin spreads across his face. Thank you, sir. I know I don't say these things lightly. I know you don't say these things lightly. I think every soldier under your command should want nothing more than to hear what you've done, that we've done well. Every one of us wanted to be like you, sir. That was our second wish. The first was to have our names carved into the Hall of Merit at headquarters. But the more battles I fight, the less I understand why I'm fighting. The friends I joined up are all gone. On that mountain, on the South Pole, in São Paulo. Maybe their names are carved into that hall now, but I'm not sure I would have a heart to look. His voice catches in his throat. He hesitates over his next words. But he turns it anyways. He meets the Admiral's gaze. What about your friend, sir? Your friend, sir. Nikolai Iranov, KIA, struck by artillery fire holding position in and around the bank in 1995. Al-Mutar, Dmitry Smirnov, KIA, fell to an arcane skill while rescuing a wounded in 1995. And Andrea, killed by releasing a cavalry charge. In the Battle of Al-Mutar in 1995, Xeno forces fought a costly yet glorious battle withstanding powerful new arcane skills and large-scale rituals. And I didn't read that, okay. Alright, and it doesn't show here. The losses were so great that Xeno headquarters was forced to expand the Hall of Merit in 1999. Most of Xeno's fallen are marked by only a name in the wall, yet Igor sees a face behind each one. Sorry to keep you waiting, Admiral. But the files you requested regarding the Battle of Al-Muntar in 1995 are not yet declassified. Unfortunately, they're above my clearance level, correct? Even when you're an Admiral? That's crazy. What, you need to be the one at the top to see all of this? The sub-admiral gives a polite apologetic smile, choosing the words carefully. The thing is, there are many much smaller engagements in 1995. It can be difficult to keep track of every archive and file. And as I'm sure you're aware, headquarters is still sorting through the aftermath of the recent battle. Things are even more disorganized. I understand. Thank you, and thank you for your service in Xeno. Can I help you with anything else? In the third row, 6th column for 1995, you mixed up Nikolai's and Dimitri's last names. Please have it fixed. Those two never got along. What? The staff member puzzles over these words for a moment before settling back into the professional and well-polished smile. Apologies for the mistake, sir. I'll make certain it's corrected.
Спасибо.
The Admiral turns and leaves. The door closes behind him. He walks along the names in the Hall of Merit from 1995 to 99. The losses in 1999 occupy an entire wall of their own. A girl with black hair stands before the wall. She is small, not yet the daring lieutenant she would one day be, and has tilted her head back to see the parents' faces, given the rare honor of a portrait. Ah, yeah. Moldier. Father. Oh, she has her old portrait here, huh? Her NPC portrait. You may call me Admiral, or Igor if you like. It's his first day with his new foster daughter. He stands beside her, looking at the photo of his comrade. Arseny. He fell in 1999 in Abadan.
It's a good picture.
We knew those photos would end up here one day. He made sure to dress for it. I told him to shave the beard. He told me, "You're the one to talk." Moldier turned, studying the new foster father's face from his forehead to his jaw. Then she nods. You are his daughter, indeed. I never imagined there would be so many names. There were fewer here when we started. I came here on my first day with Xeno. That day, I decided I would not rest until my name was carved alongside the others. Did that make you proud? Igor pauses.
Yes.
At the time, we believed we were fighting to bring peace and order to the world. We thought the soldiers' courage would tame this mad world, like breaking a wild horse. So my mother and father, were proud too. There isn't a question, but Igor nods anyways. They earned a soldier's honor. Will my name be here one day? Igor bends down a little, meeting the Moldier's gaze. You would not be the first to wish for it, but I hope not to see that day. Do you want the soldier's honor, like your parents? The girl looks up at the wall, at the thousands of names stretching out like a vast web hanging over the shoulders of the living. She doesn't understand the war yet. She couldn't possibly answer this question. But there's one thing she needs to know first. All these people, why did they die? Because there are many answers. They died in the Battle of the Storm. They died by the Manus Vindicta's hands. They died by pushback on chaos and evil. They died fighting for peace. He let his gaze wander across the length of the hall, whose names stretched back from 1999 to the founding of Xeno. Countless names broken up by countless doors. Each time he comes here, he seems them open and close. The files you requested regarding the Battle of Al-Muntar in 1995 were not yet declassified. Believe that every drop of blood shed by your men will water a new world of peace and order. Sir, you don't have the clearance. Every sacrifice is necessary, but we can't say anything more. Sorry. The Admiral stands before the 1999 storm wall, looking at the young, familiar faces. He can't bring himself to answer Muldir's question.
I don't know, but I will find an answer.
Yeah. A soldier disillusioned by war, huh? And the worst of all, I think, honestly, that Igor would not have tried siding with the Manus if he at least knew what he was fighting for, right? I think that was his biggest beef with the Foundation, as sacrificing his lives for nothing, or for what apparently is nothing, right? Because at the War of '99, like, they all died, but the Manus still got their objective, or at least part of their objective. The storm came to be, right? They didn't get to their original. The Manus didn't went to their original place, right? The Lost Era. That's still their original goal, but this did something. Yeah, lingering no more. The Admiral and the soldier paused at the river edge. Winter has late to arrive, but when it came, it spread fast and fierce, turning the river's surface into brittle ice. This will be thick enough a few days from now, when the ice is solid, the horses can walk right over. Some ice looks as solid as concrete until a hoof goes through. My father lost a sled horse that way. The elder in my village used to say the same. The roads on the river seem wide, but not every path is safe.
Верно.
In times like these, we must choose our paths carefully. The horses stamp softly at the river's edge. The vast steep step stretches out beyond its curve. Many paths still open to the riders. And we're still going the same way. Are we still going the same way, soldier? Okay, I think Igor is accompanying him to see if he deserts or not. He's already asked this question 3 times. So yeah, I do think Igor is subtly trying to dissuade the guy from deserting. The soldier exhales, letting the cloud of his breath obscure his face, as if to hide his thoughts. Perhaps we are not, sir. A river mist is hanging in the night, drifting like a silver veil over the forest.
Where are you going?
The White Army, the Red Army, Manus Vindictae. I'm not staying right here, sir. I know there isn't anywhere to run. You've already seen me. The soldier's doubt always shows on his face. You have access to command and information, so someone is always watching you. I never wanted to run to Manus Vindictae. I don't want a mask. I don't want to become one of those monsters. I know. You fought well last time. Guys, you pulling your knife doesn't really help much. Or a shashka doesn't really help much, wouldn't you say that? The ceremony before we break camp tomorrow. You receive a promotion in the Medal of Honor. It isn't the medal what I want. I don't want to see my name carved into that wall. Once, maybe. Not anymore.
What do you want?
Soldier. I suppose I just... faint breeze stirs light at the brush of the nightingale's wing. I want to go home. I want to be home. The wind picks up, carrying the scent of dry, mugwort and the thyme across the steppe. At first I thought I hadn't changed, but with every battle I feel as though my heart freezes a little more, like ice forming over the dawn. Nothing causes a ripple in me anymore. Fear, anger, grief, they all just slide away. All I ever wanted was to be honored in that hall. I thought that was where I finally find my rest. But now, being here, I want something else. I don't want to be a soldier. Remember them all. Igor watches the lilac mist part, the wind carving a path through the fog of the white birch forest beyond.
This place holds all that remains of our past.
But the past is the past, son. This era is ending.
But not this army. I will lead you through the fire and tempest. We will exist, no matter what may change in the coming era. We will be an army for all of time.
Don't we have a choice? Igor doesn't answer. The steppe feels utterly silent, Golden stars, unable to bear the sun, start to fall onto the dawn. I don't want to die fighting for a city or a stranger, sir. The city of strangers, sir, or fall in some cold wasteland in Antarctica. I want to die here, in the soil of my motherland. Not everyone wishes to board this ark. My name isn't fit for the Hall of Merit. I will dig a small grave on the steppe. And the next year, red hydrangeas will bloom where I sleep.
I have never accepted desertion from my ranks.
I know. Grigori dismounts, standing tall, and meets Igor's gaze. His young back is straight and solid. Oh man, is Igor gonna kill him? It's gonna be interesting to see what he values more. The freedom of his men, or order and discipline.
How fast can your horse run?
Fast as a dry lightning in the spring steppe.
Then mount up, son. Ride as fast as you can.
Ah. So he... Okay. So he honors his soldiers' freedom more. Grigory's face grows serious. He knows what's coming. But the shadow lifts from his face, slowly replaced by a full and beaming smile. The soldier adjusts his cap. I salute you, sir. The wind rushes the tall feather grass as Grigori swings into the saddle. Radno's friend. Outpace the bullet this time. Ah, no, I don't think that's gonna happen, huh? The white horse races towards the line where the steppe meets the night sky. At the far edge of sight, a faint rhythmical blue light shimmers. Igor raises his rifle. His right index finger finds the trigger. His gaze is steady at the pressure even. What is your choice, Igor? Breathing in, breathe out, hold. The bullet scrapes over the top of the soldier's head, knocking his military cap off. That's golden sheer guard you. Your faith shall be your armor, your flesh like iron.
Даже пуля не посмеет тебя поцарапать.
The white horse runs off faster and faster into the dreamy blue light. Igor had an aim for the soldier's head. Yeah, he did choose the soldier's freedom. Alright, we're back, and let's go for the last one. An order. So yeah, he missed on purpose to let the soldier go, huh? The military cap falls into the river, breaking the razor-thin ice. The pieces shine as they float away, carrying the cap away. He holds the rifle up, his hands are steady, but a faint confusion lingers on his face. He can't recall when the scope has been mounted. He looks through the scope. What are you looking at? Yeah, you're definitely having PTSD flashbacks. Charge! Casually holds the line. Take the flank. A black fire burns the foot of an Almontar. Arcane bullets scream ominously towards the men. The attackers charge in waves, breaking against the shell, craters, tangling in wire, and splashing into red drops. One wave falls, another rises, relentless as a rushing river against the last ice of spring. Andrea, what are you doing? Come on, forward! You'll be shot. A single drop stands in front of the hilltop, neither advancing nor retreating. Herum paces nervously amid the sound of gunfire. His rider seems unaware. The loose rein drifts into blood-red waves. Igor feels his fingers on the trigger, a sharp, almost painful kiss of cold steel.
Не оглядывайся.
A shell bursts nearby. The horse rears up in fright. Andrea's foot moves. He lifts his head, as if trying to locate where the fire came from.
Беги вперед. Не оглядывайся.
Andrea tightens her rein along his horse's belly, leaning forward like a drawn bow. No one knows what he's thinking right now. But Pedro seems to hear something. The horse gives a long, glad, whiny and turns, racing towards empty ground where there is no enemy, no comrades. No man rides into the jaw of death without a reason. No man. Bang. Igor's finger jerks on the trigger subconsciously. The rifle is empty. He has already fired his last shot. As he holds now as a shashka, the blade is rolled up and chipped all across the damaged edge. In close quarters, the blade is swifter than a rifle. You were correct, father. At his feet lies bodies in blue uniform. Beneath them, bodies in yellow. Foe and friend lie together, layer upon layer, Hill of the Fallen. Admiral Igor, the file you requested regarding the Battle of Al-Muntar in 1995 are not yet declassified. And the operations objective is above my clearance level. For now, you only need to follow the order. The order is...
Whatever it takes. But not this army.
Requesting use of vacuum bomb to deploy it against Manus Vindictae lines. The Pax House is determined that this weapon cannot be authorized at this moment. Then when will the moment come? The silence that follows is long and heavy. There has only ever been one order. It seems the earth form a soft wrinkle. Soldiers' bodies are extinguished in an instant, like the flames of a candle. We will honor every fallen soldier. To cross through the chaos of the unknown, we will require your men for further experimentation. It seems countless soldiers entered the white stone house. They leave their faces behind, melting into pure white. They will never return. Only their names remain, row upon row of the Hall of Merit. What the fuck is that experimentations? Oh, okay. All these people, what do they fight for? Why did they die?
I don't know.
Oh dear. In the hall, he sees his own picture, taken in his first year with Zeno. On that day, everyone wore their dress uniform. They waited in line with a sorrowful sweetness for the honor that was sure to come.
I once believed.
I sent you to the treacherous front. I told you to advance at any price, even if the path led to the edge of the abyss or through the flames of hell. There's only been one order. I thought it would bring world of peace. I thought it would give a soldier's glory that wouldn't fade.
However...
Yep. It's the, they do use this CG from Sao Paulo. Igor feels something sharp in his palm. He opens his hand. A die lies there. His heart is a hanging lute. A hanging lute, gently plucked. He feels a hollow tremor. Yet, yes, this is what happened before. It will happen again. His heart was at once hard as stone. Fate plucks the long, rusted string. The die falls with the rain in Sao Paulo.
We failed to achieve glory, but I see too that glory has failed us. Forgive me, children.
My sins is not that I stained that honor, not that I disobeyed the white stone house. It is that I did not stand beside you to the last.
I couldn't bring everyone into tomorrow.
So brave, so stupid, and a young man destined for death. The old drunk cavalry commander stands in the fall and leaves with a fierce, fiery look in his eyes. Let me teach you the secret to winning then. You must fear death, boy. Not just your own, but fear the death of every man.
Their deaths are on my shoulders. My soldiers will be with me, no matter whether they live or die. My sins will be with me, until the darkness of the underworld devours all that I am.
The old soldier smiles faintly. His calloused hands dives into his coat, but finds no flask. Hey, little Igor, do you remember how to hold a rifle?
Да,
Yes.
отец.
First, plant the stock firmly against your shoulder. Lean back a little. Igor right index finger finds the trigger. He sees a flake settle on the barrel. The trigger feels cold as ice.
Держи тело ровно, медленно. Ровно.
Breathe in, breathe out. At your breath's end, that is the moment. He closes his eyes, then opens them. The figure enters the scope.
Не оглядывайся. Беги вперед. Не смотри назад.
The figure grows clear, halted between the step and the snow, either advancing or retreating. Oh. He looks a long time before he knows the men before him. Man, what a shot, this one.
Ты должен идти только вперед, солдат.
Is this like his internal view, like his younger self pointing at his older self, that he can't go back now. He must be moving forward. Going back would mean death, not only for him, but for his soldiers, for his family.
Я не оглянусь и не пойду вперед по чужому приказу.
You betrayed those who trusted you. You betrayed yourself.
Я уже выбрал другой.
Is it the right path? The soldier and the admiral hold their distance together against the wind and snow as Igor lets himself think the next moment through. There has only ever been one order.
Так точно, сэр.
Obedient, loyal, unwavering. His finger stays upon the trigger. The end. Damn. Man, if that last CG did not encompass Igor, I don't know what did. That was a hell of a thing. So yeah, like we saw in the main story, Igor is haunted by his actions, right? He made a gamble and he lost because the cube is worthless to him. So he betrayed Zeno. He killed some of his men, and all that for absolutely nothing in the end. So yeah, the only reason he's still alive is because he's so important, and he's a very important person, and he can't be killed right away. And he'll have to live with the sins of his past, so that's kind of a fitting, I suppose. Well, I guess you could try getting him a bit more. Oh my good lord. Let me see, how close am I to getting pity? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so which one is 10? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50. Damn. I'm really close to just hitting pity at this point. Let's just grab this. Yeah. So yeah, definitely was a good story. It gives us a bit more background on what Igor, what his mentality is. Although we already had a somewhat clear thing on what Igor was thinking, right? But it does help that to see what else he's thinking, right? And yeah, let's go here to the war room and see what else is here. Nice, we got a bit of a dust there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I think that's pretty much everything, really. The other thing is just keep playing the arcade remix here as a mini game, and that's pretty much it. The next patch should be in 2 weeks, roughly. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Reverse 1999. Ciao.